Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to Bald Father Bets. Happy Thursday, getting ready for our Thursday night football game here between the Seahawks and the 49ers. So we will be giving you the pick for that, as well as let you know all the plays that we've made thus far for the weekend. Most of these have already been placed in all of these have already been placed in the community post, so you guys should be up to speed on that, but just give you guys a quick recap of it. So tonight, Thursday night football, we have the 49ers traveling to Seattle to play the Seahawks. This has been a matchup that has been recently dominated by the 49ers. However, the coaching staffs have changed over at this point. So Seattle with a complete new coaching staff coming in. McDonald, defensive coordinator, hired from the Baltimore Ravens, now the head coach at Seattle. And then obviously the coaching staff at San Francisco is still relatively the same, with Kyle Shanahan as the head coach and the offensive mind behind this. So this game would appear on the surface to look like a really good setup for the 49ers to get a blowout. They have to get a win here. If they lose this game, they go to 0-3 in the division. When you look at the Seahawks, they have 3 wins. Those 3 wins are against the Broncos in Bo Nix's first start, against Jacoby Brissett and the Patriots, and against the Dolphins when the Dolphins didn't have Tua. The games in which they've lost have actually been up against competitive teams. However, you take a look at the last game they played when they played Detroit, and I think they just kind of run into a bit of a buzzsaw offensively from Detroit. Jared Goff played a perfect game, but when you look at Geno and you look at their side offensively, they also played very, very well. Would appear that there's a bit of a mismatch here in terms of some injuries that the Seahawks are still dealing with, and then where San Francisco is strong. And then you also have to worry about the offensive tackles holding up against Bosa in the pass rush in order to keep Geno Smith upright. It is Geno's birthday, so that is a factor. That's an intrinsic factor that you're going to bring in here in terms of it being his birthday and wanting to get a win at home. Woke up ready. He's actually playing very well. He's been playing well for 3 years now, but this has been the best that he's ever played. It's pretty incredible, especially if you go back and you watch that Lions tape. He was dealing. He looks very, very good. So I understand the sentiment here that the 49ers will win this game. They have to win this game. They're the best team in the NFL. They can't lose. But again, I feel that what's going on with the 49ers is not a missing Christian McCaffrey problem. Mason, the running back that they have, is off to the best start in a 49ers football season history in terms of running back and the amount of yards he's gotten. So the production that they're getting out of the running back position has been good. Where you look at this, Brock Purdy has not had his best year. It's not bad by any means, but he has taken a bit of a step back. And then you kind of look at some of the things that happened in the offseason, Trent Williams, Brandon Ayuk. It would appear that Ayuk just got going finally last week. If the 49ers have a kicker, they probably win that game. They actually had to go for it on like 4th and 20 or something when they could have just kicked a field goal. They ended up losing the game by 1, and if you kick that field goal, you win the game by 2, right? So the 49ers have had kind of some bad luck to this point, get them in this spot. However, I go back and I look at the 49ers played Baltimore last year on Christmas Day in San Francisco, and the Baltimore defense really stymied them. It was I think a surprise for a lot of people, a surprise for myself included, and that was Mike McDonald as the defensive coordinator for the Ravens. So I think this kind of transition on the Seahawks side, I don't think you're going to see this domination of the 49ers continue with regards to the Seahawks every single year, as McDonald has had success against the Shanahan, McShanahan tree offensive systems. We are going to be on the Seahawks tonight plus the 3.5 for 3 units. Getting that hook is really important in this one, and one of the reasons why we're on it. And if you look at the sharp play across the board, when the line was at 3, you were getting sharp play on San Francisco. When the line was at 3.5, you were getting sharp play on Seattle. But we are going to take the Seahawks here plus the 3 for 3 units. Looking forward into the week, so far we've made 5 plays in college and 1 play on NFL Sunday. So starting with college, in our morning slate, we have South Carolina plus the 22 against Alabama. That one is for 2 units. When we go into the afternoon slate, we have Texas minus the 14. We've taken that up to 3 units now. We have USC plus the 5.5. That is also 3 units. And then in our evening slate, we have LSU plus the 3.5 for 3 units. and we have Oregon plus the 4 for 5 units. We'll give more details on those, obviously, Saturday when we make the Saturday play video. Looking at Sunday, we've made one play so far, and that is the Lions minus the 3 for 3 units. A lot of that has to do with the motivation of the Lions going into this game. Some sources close to that building say they really want this one after the Dan Skipper reported ineligible that kind of cost them the win against Dallas last year towards the end of the year. I think it was December 30th, right before New Year's Eve. So we will see, but I like that kind of intrinsic motivation factor regarding that game. But that's it for us today on Bald Father Bets. Again, guys, if you're betting with us, if you're winning with us, only thing we ask, subscribe, like, share, comment, make sure those notifications are on so you get the community posts. We'll always keep these picks free. Just want to grow this channel. Really enjoy the interaction with you guys. But we'll get back to you again either Friday night or Saturday morning for our Saturday college football plays, and enjoy Thursday night football tonight. Thanks a lot.